Alright, I'm gonna start with installation of Ubuntu 20, and I'm gonna pick the default option, which is Ubuntu with the default graphic stack. In this version, the installer will check for the file's integrity in case the download was damaged. However, I'm gonna cancel this check since this is a virtual machine and we don't care about the file integrity in this case. So far, the installer looks the same as previous versions of Ubuntu. So I'm gonna pick the normal installation. I'm assuming that Ubuntu is gonna suggest me to install X4. This version includes supports for ZFS. However, I'm not gonna use ZFS since I'm not interested on it. So just install now and let's see what happens. Okay. So it's gonna use UEFI and it's gonna partition the only hard disk I have as ext4, which looks okay. So I'm gonna continue. Pick your location and click continue. In this case I'm not gonna choose to log in automatically because I wanna see the new login screen. Once the installation is complete, I'm gonna restart the system. The first thing you will see after installation is a welcome screen. We're gonna skip this, I don't care about live patch, I don't wanna send my info, I wanna activate privacy. And once we arrive to the software recommendations, we're gonna see a lot of packages that I'm assuming that they are going to be installed using Snap, which is a new packaging system offered by Ubuntu. I don't care, so done. Right. This new Ubuntu version brings the new GNOME 3.36 and a new Linux kernel, which is version 5.4. After running the Snap list, it's surprising to see that there are only a few packages installed using Snap. Let's try with sudo, but I don't think we will see anything else. And yeah, so let's try to install something from the Ubuntu store. Okay, it seems to have a problem. Let's try a different category. And it's not working. Let's try this. Yeah, this one is loading fine. There should be a problem with the categories. Anyway, let's see what else we can find. The browser is always updated even if you have an older Ubuntu version, so this should be the latest Firefox at the moment. Let's check something else. What is a bit surprising is that VLC appeared installed on my system. I don't remember if it was because I installed OBS or maybe because it just got installed somehow. I'm gonna try to remove it to see why it got installed in the first place. And it seems that it didn't got installed by OBS. That's strange. We have the default Ubuntu player, so why should we have VLC installed? Let's see if the errors I spotted on my GNOME review are still present on this version. And cannot scroll anymore. So I'm gonna group Firefox with calculator. Do we even have a calculator? Yes. Okay, so it's here and here. Okay, seems to be fixed. The problem was happening when you were to group two applications belonging to different groups. So for example, if I group a game and something like audio, the application grid could break, but it seems to be working fine now, so it's good to see that. And nope, it seems to be still broken. Okay. What I wanna check if it's possible to install applications by using the GUI without using the Snap version. So I'm gonna try to install anything. Here it is. So it's coming from Snapcraft, but it's unconfined. This one seems to be only tab. Let's see. Okay, the packages were installed. let's see if Ubuntu software was telling the truth. And yes, Atom is a snap package, but the Notes application is not appearing here. Okay. It's not that snaps are bad, but they only work well on Ubuntu. Like, there is other ways to install them on different distributions, like recompiling a kernel or installing a snapzip from the AUR on Arch, but still it is a really inconvenient way to do it, because you have to take additional steps, and it is also a security risk if you do not read carefully like the installer source, like in the case of the AUR, so they are not very convenient in that sense. That's why I prefer Flatpaks, but if you're only using Ubuntu, they are still a very good alternative. Let's see what else we can do. I feel that most of the changes were under the hood, like there is not much differences with previous versions. Of course I didn't use it as deeply as other Linux distributions, but still it feels almost the same. Apart from other internal problems, like the single-threaded way of working of GNOME, this is working really fast, and I'm even running this on a magnetic hard drive and the speed feels like good for what it is. One thing I still see in many of these distributions, and not even Ubuntu, Manjaro do it well, is a multi-language input. So for example, if I wanna input in a different language, I get this very unfriendly message. I mean, if I were to configure it manually, there is no reason for me to move to Ubuntu. Maybe I should read the Arch wiki and check all of the details about the input configuration, but then again, this should be possible out of the box on Ubuntu. So if you're looking for a dev and a snap-based distribution, Ubuntu is still a really good option. And one thing I really like about it is their defaults. Like, it's really nice to see having all of these settings like ready to go for you when you install this system. Of course I have some problems like with NVIDIA drivers. Apart from those details, like, it is like a very good option to start with if you are looking to install a Linux distribution.